Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Randy. We are playing more Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All. Last time we did not get the proper acquittal that we needed, but we have another day. Because, like we thought that Adrian did it, all she did was blame it on Matt because she was like, he definitely did it. There, Pearls.
I can't take it anymore.
Look, it'll be alright. Everything may still work out.
Huh?
The condition was that we had to get a not guilty verdict. And so far, the kidnapper has kept his word and hasn't hurt Maya. And he won't because Mr. Engard hasn't been given a guilty verdict yet. Cheer up! We don't have time to stand around crying. We have to get going.
You're right. Mystic Maya is in much more pain than I am.
Yes, that's right. So...
Hey, you guys, gotta cut you, pal. Mr. Scruffy Detective.
Oh boy, looks like Detective Gumshoe has been dubbed Mr. Scruffy Detective in Pearl's book now. I mean, there are worse things he could be called.
It's just plain old Mr. Dick Gumshoe now, and I came to tell you, pal.
We're kind of busy right now. See if he has anything to tell us. So what are you going to do from now on?
What do you mean, pal?
Well, you've been fired, right? So, do you have a new job lined up yet?
Oh, what am I supposed to do now, pal? I don't have anything coming in at all until my next payday.
What are you talking about? You don't have another payday.
I guess that means I'm just gonna have to work here at your pace, pal.
Say what?
You'll be searching for things that'll prove Mr. Engard's innocence all day, right?
Well, yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna help you, pal. I got lots of experience in investigating and watching over people's places. And I'm great at making simple meals, pal. I'll take care of you.
So is Gumshoe our Watson? Like, is that kind of the shtick we're going with? Gumshoe is our Watson? Or is Gumshoe just trying to be like, I can be a house husband too?
Come on, Mr. Nick. Let's let Mr. Scruffy Detective take care of things.
Okay, by the way, what's your best dish?
Instant noodles, pal.
Why am I surrounded by people who only eat cheap, unhealthy foods?
That was the first time I ever seen Mr. Edgeworth act like that. Never thought he'd say something like that. He didn't care if Miss Andrews killed herself. He said that. That's horrible. Because of him doing that, we got the truth finally.
The truth. Sandra's last testimony. I wonder if that was the truth. I'll give you that there was nothing strange in her testimony itself, but I still think there's something fundamentally wrong with the whole thing.
You mean about that thing, pal?
Why would she want to? No, I mean, almost need to frame Mr. Engard. I couldn't figure that out from anything she said all day.
And you're saying that testimony was a lie?
Not a lie per se, it just feels like there's more here than meets the eye. I wonder if... Okay, so we know that that's like the calling card for like the hitman, or has something to do with the people that kidnapped Maya. So I'm wondering if there is something sketchy in Engard's past. But it's like they're using Adrian to like frame Engard. Like, but then that would make like the killer, and I'm assuming the organization he's a part of, like the good guys, like vigilante. Like, I feel like this has to connect somehow back to Pearls' mom. And I wonder if... Ooh! I just got it. I wonder if kidnapping Maya, like, using Pearl's aunt's information, like she was the one that got in contact with them, wouldn't make sense to go after Kurita. But knowing like all the information about like Maya definitely wanting to go to someplace like, you know, anything involving steel, nickel, any of the metal samurais. And from there, like kidnapping her and then using Maya to connect it back to Celeste's like ghost to figure out what the suicide note said. Now that Adrian can't get that information, because it makes sense that like Adrian's kind of like going at the tune of someone else, going off of that dependency nature of hers. I'm curious. That's right now where my gut is leading me. But then it doesn't make sense. Why would it be? Why choose Kurita? Why not choose something else other than convenience factor? Because again, I'm going off the sole fact that in Reunion and Turnabout, the second case where Maya was, you know, accused of murder, like it was very much like Pearl's mom was like, I'm going to get my revenge. And what if this is the way to do it? I don't know.
Or that's what Edgeworth would like us to believe.
That's such a dirty trick. Even that woman prosecutor was better than that.
Francesca von Karma. Speaking of Miss von Karma, do you have any more information on her condition? Wasn't she shot this morning?
Yeah, I do want to know. I just want the Edgeworth Francisco like story. I hope we get it.
And Miss Karma was shot today on the way to trial by pistol barrel.
But she's going to be fine, right? I mean, Edgeworth said she was in stable condition, but...
Well, she was shot in the shoulder, so she's okay and still hanging in there. And they should be done taking the bullet out, so she's probably resting at the hospital.
Which one?
What? Were you gonna visit her, pal?
No, well, I was kind of thinking about it.
Hey, you actually got a heart, don't ya? And she looks like she was being tortured to death not being able to get to the trial today. And so maybe it'd be good for her to if you win and let her whip you for a bit, pal. Let's go!
I'm not saying that in Pearl's voice.
Now I'm definitely not going.
Let's see. The name of the hospital. Oh, yeah. The Hody.
Why are we... Oh, no. Did she get worse? Oh, no.
Oh, that name sends a chill down my spine.
Oh, yeah, that was case 2. I was, like, trying to think. I'm like, where? Hody Clinic. Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, I guess it can't hurt to stop by and say hi.
Huh. I guess we don't have anywhere else to go, so let's go to the clinic. Oh god, what was the voice I gave him?
Never thought I'd come back to this place.
Yes, are you here to visit a patient? Huh.
Hi. Wait a second, you're...
Yes, I'm Director Hody. Hoo-hoo.
Why are you still here?
Yes, what is it? Can I help you? You can help me. Yes. Director Hody.
Edgeworth.
Yes, I'm Director Hody. Oh, you're the man from this morning. Yes, what is it?
Director, Francesca. How's Francesca von Karma?
You don't need to worry. Yeah, she's in good hands. Because you see, I'm personally taking good care of her. Yes. He was also like mad creeping on Eeny Meeny. Or Mimi Meeny. Yes, and that thing, the surgery, it went well.
You have my gratitude.
I would not trust that man.
It looks like Edgeworth doesn't know about this director and his secret.
She looks so pitiful, absolutely terrified. Yes, but I understand. Yes, her opponent was a gun after all. And when I snuck up on her real secret, she would scream real loud. I would be so terrified if I was in a hospital and a man just like crept into the room. Like, I've seen enough shit, like in terms of true crime and stuff like that. Anyone that comes into a hospital room that you do not know, immediate thought is, oh, they're here to kill me. Constantly.
I see.
Yeah, she's really cute too. When I do that, she whipped me with her whip. Huh? Oh boy, did I cry like crazy. Yes, but I think I could get used to it. back to your room. You're so mean. So mean. My frisky friska. That's good too. Oh, okay. Yes, it's time for my hygiene drops. Yes. And what are those tulips doing in your hands, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
I knew I shouldn't have come here.
Oh, we got her flowers! And we can't give them to her. That's so nice of us. I was shot in front of the courthouse in my right shoulder. But it's no big deal. This sort of thing happens all the time. Is that why she wears the puffy sleeves? I even have full intentions of running the trial this morning.
But that would been too much for you.
There's no need to act tough in front of us, you know.
Regardless, I was dragged here by that man over there. He was so unyielding, one has to wonder if he was simply interested in stealing my case.
It was the only logical course of action, given the bullet was still lodged in your shoulder.
Her dad still did law for like 20 years with a gunshot, like a bullet still in him. I hope that's said.
But by taking over the case, I found myself having to clean up after you and that irresponsible deal you made. I think I know what deal he's referring to.
Let's talk about the deal.
Miss Von Karma, you made a deal with Miss Andrews yesterday, didn't you?
I don't know what you mean.
In order to make sure you got your guilty verdict on Engard, you told Miss Andrews not to testify in court today.
I don't know what you're talking about. Do you have proof that I made such a deal?
You're denying it?
It looks like you were lucky, Mr. Phoenix Wright. If I had been in court today, this trial would already been over.
All while hiding Miss Andrews' own crime?
That isn't my problem, whether she had tampered with the evidence or not. I have only one objective, to find Engard guilty of murder. The end justifies the means, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The end justifies the means.
Miss Von Karma, Adrian Andrews believed you when you said, if you don't tell the truth of what really happened, then Engard will be found guilty.
And what does that have to do with me?
Because of that, she is now in danger of being found guilty herself. All because she believed in your words until the very end.
And that still has nothing to do with me. She's just a weak person, that's all. I know we have said this plenty of times, but gaslight, gatekeeper, girl boss. Like, definitely.
You had to know she was...
I think visiting hours here are about over. So, if you'll excuse me.
What's wrong? Why did she suddenly cut you off?
Probably because she thinks I had the advantage in that argument. Edgeworth. What happened at today's trial, Edgeworth? That was not like you at all. I mean, I know you knew about Miss Andrews' condition. You could have made her testify as many times as you wanted, but to go that far... She wouldn't testify about that until I said something. Listen, Wright. The courtroom is not a garden of judgment. I am putting myself on the line when I stand in there.
And that's why I made the witness do the same. It's only natural.
By the way, Edgeworth, you were really angry in court today. That's rare for you.
We've seen him do this face with Oldbag, with April May. Like, we've seen him get this mad. Like, we've seen this face before. Again, I'm using my hands. I really wish, like, I get it, like, this game can only do but, like, so many, like, different faces, but I feel like there could have been something really, like, a, like, one-time thing of, like, seeing, like, the extreme crank to the 11. But that's just me. Also, I think this was a DS game, so that might not have mattered.
That card, what in the world is it? You mean this? Listen, Wright. This is top secret information. You absolutely cannot leak this. Special Investigations Team has existed for a number of years, but few know of it. I understand. Their task is to find the owner of this card, a man named Shelley the Killer. And just as his name states, he is a killer, an assassin, the best at that. An assassin. So who is this Shelly the Killer? The Killer is the name of a long-standing line of assassins.
Long-standing.
The name first appeared about 100 years ago, I hear. Shelly is a professional name and a third heir to the Killer name. So because his professional name is Shelly, he leaves the cards with a shell on them? He has a habit of making sure to leave a card by the body of his victim.
Why would he do something like that?
We think it is a part of his duty to his clients. His duty.
Okay, so Shelly... Okay, so under the presumption, Shelly, who also is kidnapping Maya, killed Karita. So how does Karita and Maya connect? Because it would make sense to kidnap Maya to exploit Adrian to blame Engard. But then who would actually want Karita dead? Like, it makes sense if it was someone in Engard's, like, thing. Like, management team. But if it was his manager, like, the thing would have to be for him to get away with it and not be pinned for it. If Engard did have anything to do with it. Because again, if he's been more successful than Karita, Engard wouldn't necessarily have a motive to kill him, except for whatever that secret is. And for all we know, it could be the fact that, you know, Karita was, I don't know. If he leaves a card, then his clients could be assured it was he who killed the victim. It also serves as insurance against any charges being pushed onto his clients. I see. The Killer values the trust between his clients and himself above all else. It seems that this is one honorable assassin with a moral conscience. I guess that even honorable assassins can exist. Are we not connecting it to... We've heard the name The Killer.
So you think this assassin, you think he's the one who did the killing in this case? It would appear that way. The discovery of the card basically confirms it, wouldn't you agree? Shelly the Killer, huh? I noticed something at trial today. You're behaving in a very strange manner. Is something the matter? I guess I should just tell him.
Why are we not telling him in a more secure location?
Okay. Maya, she's been kidnapped. Kidnapped? What does a kidnapper want? An acquittal. I see. I had no idea. I will prepare a rescue team as soon as possible and resolve this by tomorrow.
Really? Did you hear that, Mr. Nick? Mr. Edgeworth is going to...
Stop trying to console me, Edgeworth. I don't need your pity.
Mr. Nick?
There's no way you can find her. We don't even have a single lead to go on.
Yes, we do. We have multiple leads. Okay, we know who kidnapped her.
There's only one way to save her. I have to get an acquittal somehow. It's the only way. Right. Listen, you need to know something. Juan Karita was killed by Shelly the Killer. And the client who ordered the job is Matt Engard. Your own client. Please, stop. I can't listen to you. I can't believe that. I see. Well, if you want to continue your investigation, you will need this.
What is it?
The hotel right now is restricted to police personnel only, as we are looking for any clues that might lead us to Shelly the Killer. But if you take this with you to the hotel, I'm sure they will let you enter. In any case, I must attend to the preparations for Maya's rescue team. We'll meet again if anything should happen. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Mr. Nick, do you think Mr. Engard hired an assassin?
No way. I mean, he doesn't have a psyche lock.
Yeah, I guess not.
Maya, please. All I ask is you make it home safe and sound.
We can't have another Fae die. Look, Mia's already dead. Then Maya was accused of murder. Now Maya is potentially going to die. Look, we can't kill a Fae each and every single game. I guess even kidnappers could be a little clumsy. Clumsy enough to drop a card like this for me. And even though he said he was an assassin, I bet he's just making that up. Like how Nick does with everything in court. Anyway, let's try to get out of the card trick with this card I just found. Sounds like I got the door open. Okay, time to take a look around. Why are there more bears? Why is there... That looks like Celeste Impacts.
What is this place? I got a feeling I'm not in the hotel anymore. Are those videos over there? Well, I'll worry about that later. For now, I should be looking for clues. That way, I can show them to Sis and maybe get out of here.
Why didn't we show the fuck... Did we not see the card? Did Mia not see the card and not connect this shit?
It's a framed picture sitting on the coffee table. It's a picture of a woman. She's kind of pretty.
That looks like Celeste.
Hey, looks like something's written here. Let's see. I think it says, "With love, Celeste." I bet this could be a clue. That's weird. What's a figurine doing on a sofa in a place like this? I think it's a bear. Oh, how cute. And it's got a lot of cuts and slits in it. I wonder if it's some kind of puzzle or something. Ugh, locked, of course. And it doesn't look like I can use a card to open this door. There's a little hole at the bottom of the door. If only I was a little skinnier, then maybe I'd be able to crawl through there. Ooh, hey, it's a computer. I've never really used one before. I have no idea where the power switch on this thing is. Drat. There's my plan to use this to get out of here somehow. What is this thing? An antenna, I guess? And this is a VCR. There's sure a lot of electronic gadgets around here. What's an antenna doing here?
Oh, this simply will not do. I cannot have you wandering around at will.
Ah!
It seems that your Mr. Wright is truly concerned about you.
He is?
For now, I would suggest you remain cooperative. If you cannot, there are ways in which I can help you.
You know what this is? Because I called him Evil Henderson. This is like an Evil Henderson Twilight combo. Like, I'm assuming that there was another, like you take all, like, the stitch marks on his face and he just, like, rips off the mask and it's, like, someone else entirely. That's just my guess.
Wait, you mean...
Dead men tell no tales, if that's how the saying goes, correct?
Dead?
I'm almost certain I told you on our first meeting I am an assassin.
We know this is Shelley, right?
No way, you're lying. I mean, an assassin?
People are not always who they appear to be.
Nick! How long? We were here for 4 hours?
Mr. Nick?
Oh yes. Pearls, caught up in my thoughts about my situation.
Mr. Edgeworth has left, you know.
I guess for now I have no choice to believe in Mr. Engard. And I think I should listen to his story one more time. Alright, let's get going too.
Okay.
Okay. Gumshoe gives us nothing else. Let's go see what Engard tells us. Visiting hours are over.
Aww.
I have too many questions I need to ask. I'm sorry, I'm Phoenix Wright, a lawyer of one of the... You're Mr. Wright, you say? Oh, yeah, there's a message here for you.
A
message? It's from Matt Engard. Here you are.
What did he write? Is it something really important?
I don't know. Well, let's see what it has to say. Mr. Lawyer, dude, I've got something really important to tell you. Why do I feel uneasy all of a sudden? Oh, Mr. Wright. So actually, I have a favor to ask you. I have this cat named Shoe. I didn't put out a lot of food when I left the house, so he's probably pretty hungry. You think you could drop by my house and feed Shoe for me, dude? My house is just a little ways down from the hotel, alright?
This is terrible. Let's hurry. We have to feed his cat. I'm sure poor Shoe's stomach is growling by now.
Yeah, I guess.
I am very sus about this.
Client's request is a request. I guess I should go check up on the cat.